as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, a heck of a move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy off the play fake. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cameron Latu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Smith. Being chased out left.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 12.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Geno now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas. Get out of here with a gun.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Of course he. That's not what I saw. You're missing a good game, Ralph. Of course he called.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Purdy.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Tyquan Thornton.
55 yards.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Third and 20. A give for Walker running right.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he gets it down to the 32. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Final play of the half. Purdy toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10, and they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Play action, now Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On first down, it's Smith.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Smith.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They snap it to Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
A 63-yard attempt.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Keep it going. Take it to him. Give him some time. Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's put it out.
It's about time, fellas.
Time is now.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd row.
And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Looking in.
end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 37.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it is
taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charlie.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays a